Stop whatever you are doing right now, because what I am about to tell you is not a conspiracy theory. It is not science fiction. It is happening right now, quietly, secretly, and with an urgency that most of us will never understand until it is too late. Here is a question that I want you to sit with for just a moment. Why would someone who has everything, private jets, super yachts, a penthouse in Manhattan, a villa in the south of France, a net worth of $10 billion, why would that person spend $100 million building a home they hope they never have to use? Not a home on a beach, not a second property in the mountains. A home underground, 200 feet beneath the surface of the earth, built to survive a nuclear blast. Built to sustain life for 5 years without a single supply from the outside world. Built with marble floors, cinema rooms, swimming pools, and indoor farms growing fresh vegetables under artificial sunlight. Why? That question has been haunting me. And when I went looking for the answer, really looking, not just reading headlines, what I found sent a chill down my spine. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. It is 3 a.m. Your phone is buzzing nonstop. News alerts are screaming across every screen. Global crisis. Banks are collapsing. Governments are losing control. The streets are no longer safe. Power grids going dark in major cities. Supply chains gone overnight. Now imagine, while the rest of the world is completely unraveling, a small group of people are not worried at all. They are not panicking in the streets. They are not fighting in supermarkets. They are not desperately calling anyone, because they are already safe, already underground. Already watching it all happen through a camera feed from the surface, while sitting in a leather chair, sipping coffee, in a facility that feels more like a 5-star hotel than a survival shelter. This is not a Hollywood movie. This is the reality that a small, ultra-wealthy group of people on this planet have already built for themselves. And they built it because they know something. They know that the world is far more fragile than any government or news channel will ever admit publicly. They know that when things go wrong, truly, catastrophically wrong, money alone will not save you, but preparation will. In Next Coming, we are going deep inside this hidden world. We are going to explore how these bunkers are designed, what mind-blowing features they contain, how much they actually cost, real examples that exist today, the people building them, the specific threats they are preparing for, and the deeper question that nobody wants to ask out loud. What do the ultra-wealthy know that the rest of us don't? If you have ever wondered about any of this, stay with me until the very end. This is Elite Vault, and you are about to enter the most exclusive, most secret, most extraordinary shelters on the planet. Is a luxury doomsday bunker. Before we go any further, let's make sure we are completely clear on what we are talking about, because there is a massive difference between a basic doomsday bunker and what we are discussing today. A basic bunker is a simple underground space, concrete walls, bunk beds, canned food, water barrels, maybe a small generator. Functional, uncomfortable, temporary. Its only purpose is raw survival. But a luxury doomsday bunker is in a completely different universe. We are talking about multi-level, highly engineered underground facilities that combine extreme structural security with 5-star residential comfort. These are spaces designed to comfortably house 10 to 50 people, sometimes more, for months or even years at a time. Some are built inside converted Cold War military missile silos. Others are built from scratch beneath private estates on remote land that doesn't even appear on most maps. The difference is not just size. It is not just cost. It is philosophy. A basic bunker says, "I want to survive." A luxury bunker says, "I want to survive in exactly the same lifestyle I am used to, or better." That is why these facilities include things that have absolutely nothing to do with basic survival. Private cinemas, wine cellars curated for a decade of aging, art galleries with original pieces, gyms with professional equipment, spas with steam rooms and massage tables, indoor hydroponic farms growing fresh food year-round. These are not shelters. These are underground luxury homes designed specifically for the end of the worldwide areas, obsessed with building these. Now let's get to the most important question. Why are some of the wealthiest people on Earth spending tens of millions, sometimes over $100 million, on underground homes they may never need to use? The first reason is fear of global instability. And this fear is not irrational. Look at what has happened in just the last few years. A pandemic shut down entire economies and killed millions of people. Wars erupted on the European continent for the first time in decades. Supply chains that the modern world depends on completely broke down. Many billionaires sat in their homes during those years and had a realization. Their wealth means very little if the society around them becomes genuinely unstable. Money is only valuable when people agree it has value. When that agreement breaks down, even temporarily, money does not keep you safe. Preparation does. The second reason is control. When you are extraordinarily wealthy, you have spent your entire life building control over your environment. You decide where you live, what you eat, who you spend time with, how your days are structured. A luxury bunker is the ultimate expression of that control, a place where you decide who enters, who stays, how long you are protected, and on exactly what terms. The third reason is family protection. Many wealthy individuals think in generations, not years. They have built generational wealth. They want to protect generational survival. They want to know that their children, their grandchildren, have a refuge, no matter what happens outside. The fourth reason is psychological comfort. For some billionaires, the bunker is never intended to be used. It is simply knowing the option exists. The same way some people feel calmer just knowing they have an emergency fund in the bank. The bunker is an emergency fund, but for civilization itself. And finally, and this one might surprise you, there is prestige. Just as private jets and superyachts became the defining symbols of extreme wealth in the 20th century, luxury bunkers are quietly becoming a new status symbol in certain elite circles. It is not something discussed at dinner parties. But in the right rooms, among the right people, having a fully operational underground facility is becoming another benchmark of how seriously you take your own future. Whether these fears are justified or excessive, one thing is undeniable. The industry is real. The investment is enormous. And it is growing every year inside a billionaire doomsday bunker. Now let's step inside. This is where it gets truly extraordinary. Location and construction. Most serious luxury bunkers are built between 100 and 400 feet underground. Massive quantities of reinforced concrete and steel are used throughout the structure. Many are specifically engineered to withstand nuclear blasts, major earthquakes, severe electromagnetic pulse events, and other extreme scenarios. Some locations are intentionally hidden from public land records and satellite mapping. Living spaces. Forget everything you imagine when you hear the word bunker. Luxury underground facilities feature spacious living rooms with premium furniture, designer interiors by world-class architects, king-size bedrooms with high-end mattresses and linens, walk-in closets fully stocked, elegant bathrooms with heated floors and rainfall showers. Many are specifically designed to feel more luxurious than the resident's primary home above ground. The goal is psychological, which we will come back to. Food production. Fresh food is critical during long-term underground living. The best facilities include hydroponic and aeroponic farming systems, technologies that allow vegetables, herbs, and fruits to grow year-round without soil, using only water, nutrients, and controlled lighting. Food storage facilities can contain years' worth of supplies, carefully selected, professionally packed, and regularly rotated to maintain freshness. Advanced water purification systems continuously recycle and clean water. You are not eating freeze-dried meals in these places. You are eating fresh salad, herbs, and fruit grown 20 feet away from your dining table. Entertainment and mental health. This is where the designers really thought deeply. Because here is the thing, physical survival is actually the easier part. It's the mind that breaks first. Living underground for months or years without proper stimulation and mental health support will destroy a person long before any physical threat does. That is why the best luxury bunkers invest as heavily in mental wellness as they do in structural engineering. Private cinemas with full surround systems. Virtual reality rooms for simulated outdoor environments. Libraries with thousands of volumes. Game rooms. Gyms. Yoga studios. Swimming pools. Hot tubs. Indoor recreation spaces. Music rooms. Every single one of these features is there for one purpose: to keep the occupants sane, engaged, and mentally healthy during what could be a very long period of isolation. Medical facilities. Top-tier facilities include professional medical rooms. Some contain full operating rooms. Medicine storage facilities stocked for years. Diagnostic equipment. Emergency treatment capabilities. Some have resident medical professionals as part of their permanent staff. Security system security is one of the highest priorities, and also one of the most sophisticated aspects of these facilities: biometric access systems, retina scanners, fingerprint identification, voice recognition, AI-powered surveillance monitoring every entry point, motion sensors, blast-resistant doors that can weigh several tons, secure encrypted communication networks. And some facilities maintain armed security teams, former military personnel who are part of the permanent staff, whether the bunker is in active use or not. Power and sustainability luxury bunkers are engineered for complete self-sufficiency. Power sources include solar arrays connected to the facility, large-scale battery storage systems, backup diesel and natural gas generators, geothermal systems, and fully redundant electrical networks. If the grid goes down permanently, these facilities are not affected. Air filtration systems are capable of filtering radiation, biological contaminants, and chemical threats. Escape routes: the most advanced facilities include multiple hidden emergency exits and escape tunnels leading to different surface points. Some are connected to private airstrips or helicopter landing pads. Others have underground garages with armored vehicles, fully fueled and ready. Psychological design: this is perhaps the most fascinating part of the whole operation, because the designers of the best facilities understood something that most people don't think about. If you make someone feel like they are trapped underground, they will psychologically deteriorate, regardless of how safe or comfortable the space is. So they built the feeling of openness into the architecture. Special lighting systems that precisely mimic natural sunlight cycles. They gradually brighten in the morning and dim in the evening. They shift in color temperature the way real sunlight does throughout the day. Large digital windows that display actual live camera feeds from the surface. So from inside your unit, you can watch a real sunrise. High ceilings that create a genuine sense of space. Luxury materials: stone, wood, fabric, that engage the senses and reduce the clinical, institutional feeling that basic underground spaces create. These bunkers are not designed merely to keep you alive. They are designed to keep you feeling huge. People actually building these now, I want to be more specific, because it is easy to talk about billionaires as some abstract, faceless group. But who are these people, really? What kind of person spends $50 million, $100 million, sometimes $200 million building a home underground? The answer might genuinely surprise you. It is not just tech billionaires. Although yes, they are absolutely part of this story. It is hedge fund managers who spend their days reading global risk reports prepared by the world's top intelligence analysts. People who have concluded, based on actual data, that the probability of major systemic disruption is rising. It is old money families. Generational wealth. People who have watched empires rise and collapse across multiple generations and believe deeply that cycles of civilizational breakdown are real, documented, and inevitable. It is retired government officials and senior military figures who had access to threat intelligence that the general public never sees, and who, based on what they saw, decided they needed a personal contingency plan. And yes, it is tech founders and Silicon Valley figures. There is a term that started circulating in those circles a few years ago: apocalypse insurance. Logic is actually very clean. You diversify your investment portfolio to protect against financial risk. Why not diversify your survival options to protect against civilizational risk? And here is the math that makes it rational, at least for the ultra-wealthy. If your net worth is $10 billion, spending $100 million on a survival facility is literally 1% of your wealth. 1%. For that 1%, you potentially buy an escape from any scenario. That is a trade most serious risk managers would take without hesitation. The specific TA for here is where it becomes genuinely fascinating. Not everyone building these bunkers is afraid of the same thing. When you talk to the people inside this industry, the architects, the engineers, the security consultants, they will tell you that different clients have very different fears driving their decisions. Nuclear exchange: the fear of nuclear conflict never actually went away after the Cold War. It just stopped being discussed in public. But privately, in government corridors, in military planning rooms, in intelligence briefings, It never left. The number of active nuclear warheads in the world today is still measured in thousands. Multiple nations are actively modernizing their nuclear arsenals. And the geopolitical tensions driving historical nuclear risk are, by many measures, higher today than they were at several points during the Cold War. Some of these bunker clients are not being dramatic. They are being informed. Pandemic collapse changed something for a significant number of ultra. The bunkers are real, the money is real, and the preparations are very real. But what they are preparing for, that's where the story truly begins. In part 2, we're going deeper into the hidden world of billionaire survival planning. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. This is Elite Vault, and I'll see you in part 2.